So Konga has a lot of optimism about, which just speaks to such a strong mentality that he has, not blaming the character, not blaming the matchup, saying, you know, I can overcome. And you see that a lot in his play, being able to come on through, and right now starting off really strong against Ralphie.
Yeah, this is explosively. We're just a few percentage points away here from death from a grab. And Ralphie's going to have to play around that really carefully. I would expect he's familiar with Ding Dong and how to play anti-grab, given that KoL is in his region.
Oh, yeah.
But Konga's on fire lately. So he's going to have to take what he's learned and turn it up to 11 if he wants to get by this set.
Right now, we're going to eat that Ding Dong right off the bat. Ralphie loses his first stock, and it's been barely 40 seconds. That being said, though, Ralphie, from what I saw in his pools games, is a downloader, right? He takes a little bit of time to understand, to measure up his opponent, and this being a best of 5, that is going to help him quite a bit, especially when you're up against, like, the Donkey Kong specialist in Konga.
If you can understand what options DK has at any point in time, you're in such a good position to cut them off. And Cloud certainly has the chance to do it. If Ralphie's able to pay attention and keep Konga at ledge, he can definitely bring this back.
And that's, I mean, that's one thing that I'm seeing Ralphie leverage a lot right now. It's not just the ledge play, but also the juggling game as well, right? He essentially won neutral only twice, and he already found himself with such a strong percent on Konga that cross slash barely not going to kill. That Nair, though, going to keep this edge guard going. Almost gets that back air.
Really strong feint from Konga there, yes.
Very strong awareness.
When your up B is as linear as Konga's is, you have to put a lot of time into figuring out how to get past all the things people are throwing at the ledge.
Requires a ton of creativity and a ton of courage, too, to know that you can hold back at just those right moments.
You see the same thing with top-level Captain Falcons.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to know how to navigate these treacherous waters on stage. Ralphie, though, is going to find a back air and take the stock. He has limit. Great position to start making a comeback happen.
One thing I'm noticing that Ralphie's getting a lot isn't just the back air, but specifically frame trapping with the F-tilt right after these sort of situations. Konga not prepared for the hit immediately after the shield pressure. And one thing that I like that he's starting with this in game 1 is that as the set goes on, Konga's going to hold shield a little bit longer, expecting the F-tilt. That's going to free up Ralphie to, say, poke once with the back air and immediately retreat.
Yeah, or just take his time and charge with it. Strong tech chase there with him down B, but not going to materialize into stock. We are way out of Ding Dong range, so Konga has to get a little creative.
I mean, that's the thing, though. He can still kill with the grab if he just gets a back throw.
Sure, sometimes, you know, the most creative solution is the one that's directly in front of you.
I mean, that's so scary, right? It's not just like, oh, you're at a Ding Dong range, you get to breathe. Either it's just, I'm at a Ding Dong range, so I'm going to just die to a throw straight up.
But I'm fighting a heavyweight who has tons of really strong options he can throw at Raw like that. Game 2, what stage you were previously?
Game 2, it's actually going to be very interesting.
I suspect Konga bans tripods.
Yeah. Going to be able to prevent not only the higher ceiling on Battlefield, but limit camping as well. Looks like Ralphie going to go just straight back to Smashville.
Run it back. It definitely didn't look outside the realm of possibility. Konga had a very strong start, but Ralphie kept it close.
I do actually like this stage pick overall, partly because it speaks to Ralphie's confidence in his adaptation game, and also because the other stages are all kind of nice for Konga, because FD and Lilat are going to actually be really strong as juggling stages as Donkey Kong, right? You're gonna be able
and the spike is sometimes that's the momentum swing you need if you're Ralphie.
Yeah, and I mean that again is like, you know what, just bring me back there one more time. I know how to kill this monkey.
Exactly, but now Ralphie, the floor is lava.
He's sitting in dangerously, but I mean, right now, so long as he has the advantage state, he has nothing to fear. Donkey Kong's not going to be falling down at the grab, and he's already getting 82%. Yeah,
with the blade beam, that was so cute.
And I like that down air too. Just in case it didn't catch the neutral get up, he drifted out to grab the ledge, but Konga held that ground and managed to catch the next get up option. But still, 82% sitting on Konga, and Ralphie immediately.
This is a very healthy lead, and he is taking these openings as far as he possibly can, getting 2, 3, sometimes 4 up airs off a single crack in the armor there.
Gonna go for that ledge trump.
I like the trump a little bit too quick with the down smash, but it was a good idea. Konga's gonna get a lot of damage now off this grab. Those intangible tilts really coming in clutch.
Oh, you saw that!
He tried to call that landing out so hard.
But Ralphie not falling for it, and now Limit ready to go to cover the get-up, and he does it again.
He covers the roll. Very, very strong reactions there from Ralphie.
Yeah, we saw him do that in his pools game as well as the pivotal way to take the final stock, looking very good with the limit
against Gazers, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And that was another match where the downloading really came into play.
Yes, and I mean, we saw this right now. This was almost a JV2 stock, and considering the way how one-sided the previous game looked, Ralphie is definitely a man to be feared in a long set.
For sure. And he's super young.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm kind of terrified of this guy moving on in the future. Imagine him in Smash Switch like 2 years from now.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Are you kidding me? Oh, and just like you
terrified
see,
in a good way.
You see that respect that Konga's already giving these landing aerials because he remembers the F-tilts that were coming out in the beginning of the set, and that's giving Ralphie more opportunities as he's coming in landing.
All right, the power shields are starting to come out for Konga. He's getting a sense of Ralphie's rhythm here. And that's something that's so important when you play grappler like that. You need to know exactly when you can take those openings. I'm really interested in Ralphie's use of Blade Beam because he's using it a lot more as a limit option than I see Clouds do. And I wonder if it's for the shield pressure on Konga to try and rush in and get something started as he shields it, or if there's something else that's like.
You know, that's very interesting. I honestly can't say for sure. Just having a projectile kill move in a matchup where you don't want to be in your opponent's face, that alone I think makes it a bit more tempting to throw out. Sure. I think one other thing is the limit hasn't really been too relevant as a recovery tool in this matchup, right? Because he just dies straight off the top when he's at death %. So that does kind of free him to spend it as he sees fit.
Yep. Good point. DK only really has down tilt to occasionally intercept Cloud recovery. Right now, though, Konga's going to wait for the platform to take him back on over, charge a little bit of punch.
This once again, this ledge, get up.
Through Cloud. That was actually...
Yes, and just like that,
wow.
You saw Ralphie trying to cover that smash roll platform in case Konga went to recover there. Didn't end up happening. Konga takes that second stock.
And speaking of back and forth adaptation, this is the kind of stuff you like to see. Because Ralphie started reading Konga's options. Game 2, able to take a commanding victory.
Yeah.
Konga comes right back. He died to cross slash coming off the ledge. Game 1, this time he gave him all the respect he needed.
Yeah.
Put himself in a position to immediately retaliate. And we've got people getting in each other's heads.
And this is just
cool
Game 3.
Yeah.
Given the way that this set is going, actually.
Are we going to see a counter pick?
We are seeing.
No? Okay, he's going to stick it out with the Cloud.
Ralphie does have. This is his last game to give, so to speak. So he is essentially logging into Cloud. Or rather, he is out of games to give. But going to be finding himself on Smash Roll once again.
Yeah,
I think this is
so much percent.
But
wow.
That is questionable because, yeah, you do find 52%. Oh, it actually pays out.
It does.
The thing is, you do give your opponent advantage
That's
for doing that.
He's
but that Ding Dong is going to do it.
Yep. I have seen enough Konga sets to know exactly when someone's done. And he was done.
It's just like a NorCal commentator and seeing a Meta Knight ladder. You know
what's
happening.
Yep.
Oh, and wow, reverse hit Nair into up tilt. Gonna just be getting these maximum punishes and
Ralphie not holding his shield enough in time, or maybe he held it too long and he got poked. I'm not sure that happened so fast, but regardless.
Honestly, the mileage Konga is finding with the up B in terms of an attack tool, but wow.
Okay.
Yep. Gonna be finding the up air straight to finish.
And you know what? If Ralphie had to take that stock in a way to get himself back in the game mentally.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
Yeah, that's it. He's done.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
if I were not in the middle of a sentence, I would have been like, okay, he's done again.
But that
it is what it is.
That.
Yeah.
That was such an incredible. It was a gamble to be sure to start out that first stock with that with the helicopter, right? Because